Apparently the reports about Diddy's criminal undertakings, and particularly him constraining male specialists into having an intercourse become greater with each new day. There's for quite some time been a discussion about him being in a hairy relationship with youthful Miami, and the entire time the music maker was subtly dating Saucy Santana, and keeping in mind that this as of now sounds unusual, prepare for genuinely crazy stuff, as it was uncovered that Diddy's relationships with men are not generally consensual, and the music big shot frequently capitalizes on his leverage to get what he needs in the present video. We will dig into the subtleties and figure out reality together. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. Well, the insight about Diddy undermining his better half again is the same old thing in the entertainment biz, and it seems like the entire history with Kim Watchman is going to be rehashed with youthful Miami, who was frantic at Diddy misdirecting her and not holding to his piece of their dating deal. Starting from the beginning, it seemed like the couple was in total agreement, and they permitted each other to see others, as youthful Miami was saying in the meetings. The two of them gave each other opportunity to see others, and she had no clue about the thing Diddy was laying down with separated from her. I can't represent precisely exact thing he doing, or who he's seeing, yet we single, and we dating one another, yet we singling. Are we dating one another, yet we independently? I think it just flew right by individuals. You realize individuals very much prefer to take anything they desire to take from. Seems like youthful Miami and Diddy were dating according to their very own preferences, which standard individuals can't completely grasp yet. Evidently, the 29-year-old vocalist was burnt out on playing by Diddy's principles, particularly when it was uncovered that her sweetheart was not just laying down with different ladies and fathering more children, but on the other hand was offering his bed to men, and purportedly he was dating Saucy Santana simultaneously. Anyway, youthful Miami's patience arrived at his top with Diddy reporting the introduction of his little girl Love, and youthful Miami understood that he didn't know Diddy by any means, and in particular she felt objectified and deceived in light of the fact that obviously the music tycoon just had her for redirecting consideration from his genuine relationships with male craftsmen, and she was the young lady who could show up on honorary pathway on magazine covers. Yet, as a matter of fact, she was simply one more apparatus to conceal what happening in the background with the entire virtual entertainment. Giggling at the artist, she felt wiped out, particularly when a few fans marked her a side chick and other condemned her for enduring Diddy's issues with men, and said that he was essentially blending Miami's standing in with the soil. She immediately shut down all claims, and later their separation followed, and the individual who was disheartened in their split the most wasn't youthful Miami or Diddy himself. It was cheeky Santana, who immediately leaped to the couple's security, saying that fans don't comprehend what is going on. In one meeting, Saucy said that many individuals are outwardly searching in, and you all don't actually have the foggiest idea how the F Diddy truly doing this young lady well. It's the same old thing when an old buddy attempts to close down the reports, yet it seems like there was something profoundly private in S3X's thought processes, since he went so close to home to fans for hypothesizing and calling youthful Miami names. So it seemed like he was seeking after his own plan, attempting to keep this couple remained together. He added, Diddy Sue's doing stuff for her. She got her own Koresha. If it's not too much trouble. On Revolt, she got it with foxx outside. She's relegating contracts. So you know they're a power couple. At the end of the day, Saucy fundamentally uncovered that youthful Miami and Diddy were in some sort of business understanding, where he vowed to raise her vocation in return of being consistent and have her impact of his public sweetheart. Well, I really don't have the slightest care about what sort of organization these two had together. They're the two grown-ups, and since they were examining the terms and rules of their dating, it seems like the arrangement was appropriate for them both, until a specific second when Diddy got increasingly more disappointed with Miami's way of behaving, and it was reputed that he trimmed her stipend. It appears as though it was more diligently for Miami to tolerate Diddy's cozy love life, considering he was sharing bed with different ladies, as well as with men too. And it's anything but a mysterious that Diddy attempts to support his picture of a womanizer on the grounds that without his own fan base would betray him. I mean, all of you know this hip bounce local area, and it's difficult to be open about your personal inclinations, so Diddy isn't just a dad to 7 children with 4 unique ladies, but on the other hand, he's known for dating probably the most gorgeous models and entertainers, and keeping in mind that it seems like we have a deep understanding of his adoration life, in actuality the fact of the matter is stowed away from the public eye, and we can think about what's happening behind the shut entryways, and it appears as though there's a motivation behind why the music maker is so defensive of his insider facts, and as it was expressed, it has something to do with the way that he powers youthful male craftsmen to lay down with him, utilizing his power and impact. Well, obviously each and every superstar is familiar with it, and fans even say that youthful Miami was gullible to accept that. Diddy would regard her some other way, as one client composed, she was a simpleton for managing him, when there are innumerable accounts of the malicious Diddy does, and another client referenced this young lady got injured, and presently seized the opportunity. She can say this is, they couldn't be together, no brother he, because going behind your back with everybody, except you assumed, you would have been the one. Well, enlightening disclosures hit jingle from each conceivable point. It appears as though he is as yet attempting to safeguard the remaining parts of his manliness, and remarks on no tales about his laying down with men anyway. There are beyond what enough proclamations that might actually cut him down, and it would be perfect if the real casualties would likewise approach, and straightforwardly blame the scandalous maker on all that he had done. Yet, unfortunately, large numbers of these specialists are quieted perpetually, and just their companions currently can talk for their sake, like rapper Demox openly uncovered Diddy for his sketchy way of behaving and abuse of his own specialists. Tragically, Demix is additionally no longer with us to explain things, as he kicked the bucket in April 2021, 7 days subsequent to being owned up to the emergency clinic in view of a coronary episode. The passing of DMX created shockwaves all over the planet, particularly considering the way that he last meeting was loaded with stunning disclosures about the hip jump industry, and Diddy specifically. As per Nax, Diddy's presently expired craftsman Big Deal Smalls educated him a sickening mystery concerning Puff attacking the rapper, and I bet Demix was covered glad that he wasn't in Diddy's taste, and that could be the conceivable justification for why he got dismissed by the music magnate and couldn't be endorsed to be Kid Records, and dislike Donks wasn't gifted, obviously, as the rapper admitted in his authentic meeting. There was another motivation behind why Puff dismissed him, and it was somewhat upsetting and unpleasant. Well, while working with Puff,